Hello, sir. I'm Leslie Joyce D. Flores, a fourth-year student, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Animal Science. Before I start, I just wanted to take some time to express how much I enjoyed being in your class in this pandemic year. We are so blessed to have a teacher like you. Thank you so much for being such a thoughtful, kind teacher to me this year. More blessing and God bless. Can I start, sir? That is. Number 1. Why do swine raising industry have a great potential in Philippines? Explain. Raising pigs is very popular enterprise in the Philippines because there is a proliferation of backyard producers which dominate in the swine industry and healthy viable commercial sector. Despite the crisis facing the swine industry, still many people are venturing in this enterprise. Number 2. How is proper swine housing system related to efficient and profitable swine farm operation? Explain. Swine houses must be well-planned design and constructed properly for the health and well-being of pigs to ensure efficient and profitable operation. To attain these objectives, the raiser should carefully plan the construction layout and building design. First on paper, before proceeding to actual. Pig pen should be built not only for the pig's comfort in mind but must be functional enough to allow easier cleaning, good drainage, and control extreme temperature, air movement, and sunlight. Number 3. Enumerate at least 8 breeds of swine. First, large white or Yorkshire. Second, landrace, Duroc, Hampshire. 5, Berkshire. 6, Poland. 7, Philippine native pig. And number 8, P-train. There is a additional question. Is there really a best breeds of swine to raise? Yes or no, and explain. For me, yes, because there are many pigs breeds to consider raising. But for me, Yorkshire are best breeds of swine because they produce also a large amount of meat, live longer, and be more productive. Number 4. What are the factors, qualities to be considered when selecting a breeding gilt or sow? Factor to consider in selecting breeding stock. After familiarizing, knowing the characteristic of the different breeds of swine available in the country, you are now ready to select the most suitable breed to raise. The following factors may guide you in selecting your stock. First, availability of good breeding stock. Second, market demand and initial cost. Third, experience in raising swine. Personal likes and dislikes. Availability of feeds. Disease resistance and adaptability. Reproductive performance, and carcass quality. Number 5. What is culling and why do we need to practice this in our animals? Culling is the removal of unwanted animals in the herd. Culling of farm animal is considered a necessary practice to prevent the spread of and damaging fatal disease such as foot and mouth disease, avian flu, and etc. Culling also is elimination or weeding out of undesirable animals from herd for reasons of uneconomic, poor production, or very poor reproductive ability with sterility problems and breeding irregularities, very poor condition, stunt growth, suffering from incurable illness or disease found. Number 6. Explain how feeding, and nutrition related to the success and profitability of hog raising business. You ought to correctly feed your pigs. The pigs must be given the correct type of feed as well as the correct amount of feed. This will ensure that the pigs reproduce efficiently, grow efficiently, utilize the feed efficiently, produce good quality meat. thus maximizing the profits of your pig's farming business. If you fail to give the proper feed to pigs, then you may miss the slaughter weight target and the desired quality of the pork. This may lead to a loss in your pig farming business. Note that pigs require different types and amount of feed depending on which stage of growth they are at. Your pig farming business plan should take into account all the feed costs at different stage of growth and the pigs. Number 7. What age is the best time to breed a gilt? Explain. Most breeding stock pigs, both boar and gilts, are ready to breed when they are 8 months old and height 300 pounds. For the gilt, this will make her first litter due when she is a year old. Number 8. What is the simplest way to determine whether a gilt or sow is pregnant or not? Explain how. A sow or gilt is considered pregnant if she does not show any estrus from 18 to 14 days or an average of 21 days after mating and serving. This is the only means by which female are judged and confirmed pregnant by majority of hog raisers in the Philippines and the Mueller development countries. Number 9. Enumerate all the signs shown by an in-heat gilt or sow. First, swelling and reddening of the vulva. Second, appearance of mucus discharge from the vagina. Third, grunting and restlessness. Fourth, frequent urination with little or no discharge at all. Next, assumes a mating stance when touched on the back. Next, cocks ears and approaches people entering the farm. Reduced appetite or she may be even refuse to eat. Cannot be herded easily. And last, allows herself to be mounted or mount other animals irrespective of sex. Last question, number 10. In relation to animal production, explain the proverbial saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. For me, it is better to make an effort and spend the small amount of time in animal production to prevent the bad result in the time of your success. That's all. Thank you, sir.